He owns credit. Oh my gosh. Man like Arthur from Batman.
Namaste, Dzień dobry, assalamu alaikum, ciao, konnichiwa, bonjour, hola, and of course, Eid Mubarak to all of those celebrating, all of our friends out there celebrating today. For us, Eid means, because we're not actually Muslim, there's no one in the office that's Muslim, so for us, what it means is that quite often we get treated with some beautiful food, which is lovely. So if you think of doing that, you're very welcome. Thank you very much. We always enjoy it for that reason. I know, rather selfish, and lots of fun and celebrations going on. So I hope you have a very happy one if you're celebrating today. Apart from that, as far as the market's concerned, news from the Financial Times: high mortgage rates are forcing sellers to accept lower offers. Well, kind of expected, isn't it? What they're saying is the research by Zoopla shows 42% of sellers are agreeing discounts of 5% or more on asking price, while 15% of those, excuse, we are live, hence the ambience. Normally it's a fire engine around here because we're next door to a fire station, but there we are. Because mortgage rates have continued to climb, of course, people are more likely to take the price down by up to 5% according to this. But of course, it depends what price the property is pitched at in the first place, because what we're finding is I'm going out and valuing a lot of property which has already been overvalued. You know, I went to see one yesterday, which is a typical example, where it was on the market for 750, then 725, then 700, then 675, then 650, then 600. Now, my valuation 6 months ago was 600. Now it's on at 600. They'll start to get interest. Well, surprise, surprise. So it's all about being competitive for the current market. What I suspect will happen over the next few months is it will just be a lot slower. There won't be that much supply coming in. Those that are really keen to sell may be driven to drop their prices more than they would in a stronger market, and that's par for the course. But two things we know: people are still calling and saying I'm looking to buy, and people are still calling and saying I'm looking for selling my home as well. As long as those two things are there, it's just a matter of the market finding its own level, and it will always do this over time. And I always say, you know, it shouldn't be about what the market's doing as to what you do. It should be about what your circumstances are and what's best for you and your family. Pros of selling right now are that because there's not much around, you might be surprised by the price you get because it hasn't fallen off a cliff the way some would have you believe. The flip side of that is it may be more difficult to find something because the vast majority of sellers are not pressured to do so, and many which were considering selling have decided to put things on hold while the whole interest rate thing settles down, and that could be a while yet, couldn't it? So as far as second half of this year is concerned, we expect July, August to be quiet. Usually is because people go away. Families, particularly in our area where the most popular request is for a 3-bedroom family home, many of those families will go away, and therefore the level of viewings on family homes will go down over July and August. This will lead some publications to come out with sensational headlines such as market's fallen off a cliff, it's fallen by 25%. But when you read those headlines, bear in mind it's often from overvaluations from desperate agents, because there's not a volume of stock coming on. They're overvaluing properties in order to gain those instructions and then hope that those vendors will come down over time to a price that they can sell the property at because they're desperate for the next job. And that's a real problem. So bear in mind that the price that you see, if it was really accurately valued, probably isn't vastly different from the price they'll achieve. But some of the corporates are overvaluing massively, and this is leading it to appear as though there's a massive discount between where the market was and where it is, and it's simply not true. So don't read too much into what you hear, would be my suggestion there. Mortgage prisoners. This is something I saw today. Around 200,000 households are trapped with high mortgage rates, and these are where the standard variable rates of specialist lenders, where the mortgages have been transferred and these particular borrowers can't switch. So they're stuck with this lender, and these lenders say, well, they're free to go elsewhere, but they can't switch for reasons of their financial circumstances have changed, etc. And they're being punished with really, really high rates. I think that is so unfair, and the government should step in and do something about it. I think they should actually step in and do something where there could be some sort of support system, because it doesn't seem right to me that the very people that are struggling the most are on the highest rates, the highest variable rates. It just can't be right, can it? It's an article in the Telegraph today. And Landmark Mortgages, which says homeowners are free to switch to other lenders without penalty, don't really get it. There aren't any other lenders that will accept these people. That's the problem in the first place. So it's a real problem, and I do feel for those people. Something should be done there. They should be forced to have a maximum margin between base rate and the rate which they're offering the borrowers. Apart from that, we have Spaces today, just a couple of valuations booked in. So if you want to chat or you're thinking of selling, then we can come see you. You can come see us, whatever suits you. We're always here for you. We've got your back when it comes to making sure you get the very best price, even in a difficult market. And this is the big thing right now, is that most estate agents have never really known a tougher market. And here at James Alexander, with over 30 years of experience in the market at the coalface, we know what to do. We know how to get you the best price, whether the market's going up, down, or sideways. So have a chat with us. If you're on the market and struggling to sell, then we can come around, give you an opinion, hopefully help support you through one of the most difficult times, especially now. It can be really challenging. So do give us a call. If you're renting as well, the rental market, on the one hand, it's off the scale and everybody's looking to rent and it seems crazy. On the other hand, get this wrong initially, especially for new landlords where they see that there's big money involved and you'll pay for it for a long, long time ahead. So tenant selection is key. We're experts at that too, and we can help you with that. So if you want to chat about your property, you want to sell it, you want to rent it, you just want best advice around those two things, then we're here for you. Do give me a call, 0208 679 8601, or drop me an email, ken@jamesalexander.com. Weather here in Norbury, kind of overcast, just slightly spitting at the moment, but it doesn't seem, no, it's not. It just looks like it should be spitting. It's one of those sort of grey overcast mornings, but nice and warm still, so we can't complain. So I hope you're well and look after yourselves. And if you can, your family and friends, we're back at the same time tomorrow. Until then, ciao.